Alright, the intention of this video is to show you how to modify, use some of the modify commands within AutoCAD. So the first one I'm going to start with to show you how to deal with polylines is the explode command. So you can type in explode and then it'll ask you to select an object. What explode does is it changes a polyline or a polygon from a closed or a joined figure. So as an example, this polygon right here, this polyline it happens to be closed, but these are line segments that are all joined together. If I want them to no longer be joined together, but I still want to have the line segments, I can explode it. And it just separates each individual line segment into their own line. So explode, type it in, I can select the line and hit enter, and now I have individual line segments instead of one continuous line. So that's the explode command. Another useful command, I'm going to delete this for a moment. Another useful command is the trim and extend commands. Both of these are pretty vital when you're drafting. I'm going to start out with extend. Let's pretend that I want this line to extend out to this line and touch it. I type in extend. I select what they call the boundary edge out here. So that's the line I want to extend to. I hit enter, and then I select the line that I want to extend, and it extends out to that line. In a similar way, we can trim a line. So now I have that extended, and this particular line I would like to trim. I don't want it to extend past this line here. So I can type in trim, and I can select what they call a cutting edge now. I'm going to select this line here. I hit enter, and then I'm going to trim the excess. So pay attention there. You're going to click on the side that you would like to trim, that you would like to go away. That's really important because a lot of people will end up clicking over here. This is the line they want to trim. However, they want to keep this portion. In this particular command, you click on the side that you would like to get rid of. So trim is also TR. So you can select on the line and hit click there. And that trims the line for you. So that's trim. Another thing that we can use is rotate and move. Those are two important commands. So if I want to rotate this entire figure, I'm going to select it. I'm going to type in rotate, hit enter. It's going to ask me where the base point is. I'm going to click down here because that's where I want to rotate around, and then I can rotate this figure any direction I want. I can also type in a specific reference angle. So if I want to rotate it 45 degrees, I type in 45 and it rotates it. It's very important. In AutoCAD, AutoCAD is a math program ultimately. That's how it was started. So AutoCAD specifically uses, if you think about the way you learned math, AutoCAD rotates things and deals with angles from 0 on this side over here all the way around to 360 going in a counterclockwise direction. That's how math works. In surveying and in engineering, we work with cardinal directions. So that is, the 0 is at due north, and we rotate clockwise around, we went over this in class, north, east, south, west. Never eat shredded wheat is the way I learned it. So you have to be careful because the land desktop commands, because again, land desktop is a package that's built onto AutoCAD. The land desktop commands will work in the cardinal directions, whereas AutoCAD commands like rotate will work with math in the counterclockwise, in the math direction. So just keep in mind, some commands will work one way, some commands will work the other. You'll be able to pick it up pretty quickly because you'll rotate it and then it'll rotate the wrong way. If you ever rotate the wrong way, type in undo, and it'll undo that command. So as an example, if I rotate this, let's say I'm going to delete this now. I'm going to rotate. Let's say that I rotated this 45 degrees again, and that was incorrect. I would hit either undo or Control Z. Control Z also does, that's a quick command for undo. So that's how to rotate. Now if you want to move something, it's the same concept, MOVE. You select the objects that you'd like to move, you hit enter, you click the point from which you'd like to move them, and you click where you want them to go. So that's the move command. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You can also type in, when you move something, you can also type in a displacement. You see the option displacement. So that's where, like similar to a vector, if I wanted to move this 5 units to the east and 5 units to the north, again, this is an AutoCAD command, so it works in X and Y, not in northing and easting. I can type in 5, 5, and it moves it that distance. Okay? So that's the move command. The last command that I'd like to teach in this video is copy. There's a copy and paste. There's a couple different ways to do this. You can select something and type in Control-C like you're used to, and then Control-V. And it'll copy something for you. I had something on my clipboard from previously. The best way is to select a line, right-click, and hit copy, and then right-click and hit paste. And you can paste a line or any other feature that you'd like. Now, there's a couple different options when you right-click. There's copy and copy with base point. I frequently use copy with base point, and I click at the base. I'm going to try that again. Specify base point. I'm going to click on this item. You can copy with base point, and basically what that is allowing you to do, hopefully I can do this. Well, I'm not sure why the copy with base point is not working right now, but copy with base point is similar to the way we move something, except we're copying it. It asks you for a base point, and then it asks you where you want to move that line to. So that's copy with base point. You can type in copy, and then you can select an object, and then it asks you where the point of displacement is. This is basically the same concept. So I'm going to click down here, and then I'm going to move it up to here. And it defaults, the copy command defaults to multiple. So that what that means is you just keep clicking and it'll keep making copies for you until you stop or end the command. You can also do a singular one, so I can type in copy. Well, you don't really need to, but you can click it once and then hit escape. Okay? If your copy command is defaulted to a singular copy, that is, you move one item at a time, which or you copy one item and then move it over, that's fine. You may have an option to go multiple, and then you can click several different times to copy a line. So that's copy and paste. This concludes the video on modifying commands.